What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Ember, where Beer Goggles and I are apparently attempting to escape from this crypt. This is a pretty impressive tomb. Like, if you find yourself interred in a place like this, you must have accomplished something in life. That's all I can figure anyways. Didn't we come from this direction? It kind of feels like we came from this direction, but maybe not. The random assortment of dead guys. I don't know. It all sort of runs together after a while and eventually.
Tell of these ancient alcoves. Do not touch that book. It is cursed.
Are you sure? How do you know if you've never touched it before? Like, are you absolutely positive it's cursed? What if we just give it a little touch? Just a little loving touch, just a little pokey poke, you know? Like, why does it have to be the ancient tome? Ooh, I'm gonna quick save real fast, and then we're gonna do this. Let's find out. Long is the road, strange is the journey. Night follows the day, and your feet grow weary. Thy sword grows so heavy, thy arrows fall short. Steel yourself against the growing wind. March on through all things in your way. Bow your head to none and sleep when you are dead. Vitality is what you seek, then think you can go no more. Energy is what you find when you fall to the floor. Power lies within, from thy fingers to thy core. Oh, yeah, it does look like it was cursed. Ah well, such is the way things go in life. I am unafraid. Although this guy's over here trying to hit me with like expecto patronums or some shit. I don't know what's up with this dude. This guy wiggling wands like a punk. Why don't you get a real man's weapon like a war hammer or a greatsword, son? Get whooped on. See, this is why you pick warrior. I don't think that there are. There's ratty cloth garbs. They did look pretty dope though. I'm not gonna lie. The ratty cloth garb did look sick. Like, I kind of want to wear it. I don't see anything else over there that I can loot from. Lots of dead guys, though. I mean, if you enjoy looting stuff, this might be the game for you. Because there are lots of little things around here that we can grab loot from. Is this one locked, too? That one is not locked, although that thing just made a chicken noise and fell over. I don't know if goblins are supposed to make chicken noises. His impression's pretty good, though, if that's what he's practicing over here for his improv night. He did a good job. I appreciate the craftsmanship and the amount of work it must have taken.
Died from reading that book. Who knew reading was fatal to goblins?
Yeah, reading does the same thing to my attention span. Got a fishing rod. Summoning wishes. This book is written in the goblin language and is impossible to understand. You make out the words wish and meat amidst the dribbling or the scribbling. Oh god, evil chickens! We've been attacked! This crypt just keeps throwing us more curveballs. God, this adventuring life is so difficult. How many evil chickens must I battle before I find my respite? How many? Got raw chicken. Okay. I love chicken. Chicken's one of my favorite things in the whole world, but who doesn't like chicken? Vegetarians, I guess. Well, what I'm saying is, like, who sits down and is just like, oh, yes, I will eat all of these foods except for that chicken right there. I'll tell you what this serves. It serves me looting its ass off. That's what it serves. This is how we get that treasure, son. Apparently I can't use it yet, so I guess we'll just head back this way and we'll hope for the best. Got my health back a little bit. Doesn't look like we regenerate. The Lightbringer must have a target for the party to attack it. Oh, that's not terrible. Okay. Gotcha. So when we go into combat, I can have everybody assist me by doing that right there. That'll help out, because they do seem to show a certain proclivity for running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And just kind of attacking whatever. A guide to challenging encounters. The battle in the next room will be your biggest challenge yet. Be sure to equip the Lightbringer Core with the best weapons and armor you have found in the barrows. Use your bedroll to rest so you have maximum health and energy. Don't forget to use skills. Double Strike deals much more damage than standard attacks. Pause often so you can give orders to your party and take potions when necessary. Remember, you can draw lines from party members or their portraits and move them or assign targets. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. Let's go ahead and equip Corin, I guess. Sounds like he might be around for a while. He's got hide armor. He's got a sword. But we could make his life a little bit easier. I say give him a great sword. He's already rocking the one-handed, so we might as well make him hit really, really hard. If nothing else. Oh, autosave. Yay. It's trying to protect me from myself. That's a big-ass spider. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill off the ads first. Then we'll go after this guy and see what we can accomplish. Oh, this lady. Okay. I'm going to stay on that potion life as much as I can. DPS hard. DPS hard. Get up in that spider ass. Yup. Spider ass, spider ass. Stab you with a hammer and make some class. Plated armor of the spider. Oh, snakes. Stat changes for beer. I love me some plate armor. I love me some plate armor. It gives us the ability leap to target area, dealing low damage and stunning enemies for 2 seconds. It also gives us strength, vitality, and leap. Well, obviously, I want to use that. So let's go ahead and jump into our inventory and equip that stuff. How badass do I look? Do I look really, really badass? It's kind of interesting how my robes are always over the top of whatever it is that I'm wearing. What does it look like if I give it to Corrin? Does it look different? Sorry, these are the sorts of things that fascinate me when I play games like this. I like to play around and see what everything looks like. See, it actually looks like plate mail when you put it on him. I'm just kind of an overglorified mummy. Huh. I wonder if I ever get to not look like a mummy. Ancient rags. Okay, don't wear the ancient rags. That also does not look cool, so maybe we just give you that back so that you can feel like you're both clothed. You're not walking around naked with your companions, because obviously that'll set you off a little bit. I'm about to level up. I mean, to be fair, it does add a little bit of armor right there, but I don't feel like a plate-mailed badass just yet. I don't feel like a plate-mailed badass. So let's say that I click leap, click and drag to use the skill. Oh. That's kind of interesting. My guess is that this came out on mobile devices. That's my guess, is that at some point this came out on mobile devices. Let me use my bedroll real fast, because I think we've got very, very little energy right now after that last fight, and I'd like to regenerate slightly. Okay, so we got 3% XP boost, but that did give us leap back. Oh, it's like a Dragoon jump. Okay, we're getting that Final Fantasy action on up in here. Alright. Alright, I can make that happen. Can I jump people across barriers? Like if there's somebody on the opposite side of the fence, can I jump like that? That seems like a great way to isolate my character and get him killed while also looking like a throbbing badass. And I think that's ultimately what we all want out of RPGs like this, is just to look like a badass and accomplish things that we personally will never accomplish in real life. I don't feel like I need to loot all this, but I kind of want to, because the one that I don't loot will have the super awesome yellow weapon in it. I know it. What is that in the wall right there? I thought that was maybe like a wand or something. I wonder when we get to choose whether or not we want to be like a warrior, like a wizard. My guess is that the wizard skills are probably tied to staves and things like that. Staves, robes, things along those lines probably make you good at wizardry.
We are free of this place.
Freedom!
Thank you, goddess, we are out.
Alright, so we head west? No. East to what's left of the village of Darkwood. Darkwood? Were we not bound for Radiance? We were. We are. You see, Radiance is well hidden within the mountains to our northeast, but through the ruins of Darkwood, my order maintains a subterranean passage that will lead us to Radiance. The passage is a safeguard for us. I see, but it appears we have some company to deal with first. Ah, there you are. I was just wondering if you two would show up. And who are you? Name's Johann, and these men are with me. We've been sent here to dispose of you. Well, what are you waiting for, then? Draw your blade. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on there. I have no interest in fighting you. My employer didn't mention you were a Lightbringer. I didn't sign up for that. Alright, so what did you sign up for? Well, not only did my employer fail to mention you're a damned Lightbringer, but he left out the giant spiders roaming the halls. There are two things that I hate in this world, war mail and spiders. Those damn eight-legged freaks have killed a lot of my men. This contract is no longer worth the trouble. It sounds like your employer wanted you dead, too. Who hired you? If I had any idea, that man's face would be under my boot. It was a blind contract. No contact with the employer. Last time I take one of those. We'll part ways and both keep our heads. Sound fair? Fine, leave in peace. Well, that's my cue to scurry. Good luck out there. Hopefully we'll never meet again. I mean, it's like I could have pushed the issue and I could have turned it into a fight, but why bother? Congratulations, you've gained a level. Every time you level up, you get points to distribute between 4 statistics: strength, dexterity, intellect, and vitality. Your stats will affect your damage, defenses, and the potency of your skills. Equipment may also have stat requirements. For example, equipping heavy shields requires strength. Healing skills will heal more if you have an intellect stat. You can specialize in a stat that complements your combat style, but you should not neglect other stats. They may determine the effectiveness of certain skills. Okay. So physical damage and physical damage taken. So it actually counts as toughness too. Melee weapons and plate armor will require a high strength. This is range damage dealt and critical strike chance. Ranged weapons and leather armor require them. Intellect, magic damage, and magic taken. Vitality is your health. I'm going to go all into strength right now. Let's keep that bumping on up. It looks like at a certain point I'll be able to reset my stats, which will be pretty swell. And I look forward to doing so. But for right now... Oh, okay, so it just costs a little bit of money to move all your stats around. Good, I'm glad. Sometimes you want to respec your character in the middle of the game and just do something different for a little while, and I appreciate that. I like that as a feature. I don't know, some people like it when you're dedicated to something, but I like it when you can respec. Because sometimes I get like 20 hours into an RPG, and I'm like, alright, well I want to play a rogue for a little bit now. And while it doesn't make a ton of sense from a roleplay standpoint, you can cook food. Cook food gives you... Yeah, I think we already figured that part out, so... No, that's not what I desire. Can I rotate the camera at all? I want that barrel right there, because it's probably got a cabbage inside of it. So now that we've got the venison... Let's move all of that over. And then we shall cook it. You made flavorless fish. Restores half of your health. We will also make... I don't know if I should wait until I have some kind of like... Can I put cabbage in there? What'll that do? You've got burnt cabbage. It gives you half of your health. That sounds delightful. Great. I'm not sure why you would roast an apple, but... Greetings, stranger. My name's Luther, traveling merchant extraordinaire. I buy and sell just about anything. Got extra weapons or armor weighing you down? Well, I'll take them off your hands. Need some more potions or food? You came to the right guy. Well, what do you have for sale? I suppose I will strongly consider liquidating some of my assets here. Got some crude wands. Don't think we're going to need those. I'll keep like one or two of these weapons around here. So we got a real short bow right there. We've got... Get rid of those. Ancient rags. Nah, don't think we're going to need any of these armors. I'll keep a couple of them just in case we get new characters that don't have armor that come with them. Mead gives us a small amount of energy. So it looks like alcohol gives you energy. Okay. Do you have any of the flavor thingies? Well, here, let me do my shopping and I'll come back. So I sold everything off, and there wasn't really anything here that I wanted too intensely. I'll take the buckler, just because I think we've got worn bucklers, and maybe that'll do a little bit better for us. There's a real copper cleaver up here that I would probably suggest that we could give to our other fighter buddy. And then also I bought a helmet that gives me a status dispel, it looks like. So if I go to here, it gives me the cleansing spell. Does the helmet do anything for my character? Doesn't look like it does. That's disappointing. I want things to show up on my character, not just the scrubs that I travel with. See, now I'm jealous. I'm jealous of his ability to have more helmet than me, but I'll give it to him. And then we've also got the wooden buckler, so we'll equip that right there. And then finally we've got the copper cleaver, which is better than the two-hander that he's got because it allows him to go sword and board for a little bit. And so hopefully that will be a satisfying allocation of stuff. I was trying to spread it out too because he's got energy. And so I've already got so many abilities on beer goggles that I kind of like to spread that out a little bit. Oh my god, it's zombies. They're coming back to get us away with your zombies. I kind of want to jump on one of these and see what happens. Got that stuff right there. Oh man, they tried to come after me with great swords and all kinds of boo. They tried to take us out. There's a ruby right there. I like rubies. Rubies are shiny and apparently worth money. Oh, you press tab and it shows you what's lootable. Okay, it turns it on and off, which is what was throwing me off because I was trying to hold it down. Leather cap sounds great to me. I will probably equip that on myself. There's a gravestone with a heart on it over here. A couple of graves. Not really anything. Oh, man. Alright, let's double strike it up here. I gotta leap on somebody. I'm gonna leap on this dude. Wah! Yeah, I knocked an emerald at him. I hit that fool so hard he pooped an emerald. I think we might be a little bit out of our element right now. It seems like they're a little bit more difficult than anything we fought previously. Yeah, no kidding. I may want to buy some potions then. I'll probably go back to this dude over here and get a couple more healing potions from him because it looks like we're going to go through them very, very quickly. I suppose that's the reason why they put him right there, is so that I would not kill myself through lack of healing potions. Greetings, Luther. What do you have for sale? Give me... Oh, those are expensive as all hell. Alright, I'll just take a couple then. You got anything else going on? What are you doing out here? I ran into these folks on the road and decided to travel with them for a while. Wherever there's a group of people, there's a need for commerce. That's what Grandpappy always used to say. Indeed. Let's swing off down this way and make sure we're not missing out on anything. I'm a completionist when it comes to stuff like this. And I mean, it's a hack and slash game. My estimation is that we're probably supposed to be running around murdering things, leveling up, and otherwise having a good time, experiencing what the game has on offer. Got a rocky outcrop along that right-hand side, so I don't think we're doing much of anything over there. Looks like there's a grave over here to rob, along with a couple of grave guards to make my life that much more interesting. There you go. I'm going to jump in right here. No, I said jump. I said leap to there. Wow! There we go. We'll stun these things so we have to deal with them for a little bit. You only get like 2-3 seconds out of stunning, but it's a really fun ability to use. And so I'm not going to waste an excuse to use it. Amethyst and gold coins. I could do my spiel about the nature of the name of the amethyst, but I feel like you guys have probably already heard it already. Probably heard it already. Is this the way out of the cemetery? It looks like a gate to me. Into the northern forest we go. Perhaps I should focus on using my bedroll a little bit more frequently instead of gargling my way through potions. I mean, if it's free access to sleeping and we can get all of our stuff back, why use the potions? Maybe save those for combat. Can I kill that deer? Somehow I doubted it, but I figured I'd give it a try. Looks like we're doing some forest wandering. We're going to need some cartography or navigational skills if we're going to take this any further. Oh, there's like a little... Oh, we found a hoe. Been out in the forest for less than 5 minutes and we found ourselves a forest hoe. Those darn forest hoes. It's Kip. So says I. Okay then, I guess that's it. We can't be friends anymore. Who are you? And he goes, what? What are you saying? And I say, what? What are you saying? Alright, that isn't really what I asked.
Do I know you?
So I says, alright then. I guess that's it. We can't be friends anymore. We weren't friends to begin with. Without a doubt he had it coming. No, not you, him. He had it coming? Gracchus did. Marley says, do it. He won't bother us anymore if he's dead. So I said, alright, fine. Let me get my shovel. Wait, you killed somebody with a shovel? I'm sorry, my old friend. I'm so sorry. I should go find Gracchus and see if this crazy old man actually did him harm. You, want to find Gracchus? He's home. Should be, anyways. Take his key. Opens the door to his house. Not sure I have it. I'll take this pickaxe. Don't mind me. Man, you've got barrels full of bread over here. You living the dream. Is this his house? Dr. Kipler's knot tying set. Okay. Not precisely sure how that assists me, but why not? Grapes, rolls, cabbage. Tending this great cemetery has been the honor of my family for generations, but something seems amiss lately. I hear voices while I work, and I can find no one nearby. I swear I see somebody out of the corner of my eye, but when I turn to look, no one is there. Recording my experiences in the journal will hopefully keep me sane. I was weeding today when I saw a tall, skinny man dressed in black. At the far end of the cemetery, he just stood there, staring at me, not moving. I called out, but he did not respond. I stood up and waved, still nothing. Fearing that he could be a grave robber, I brandished my dagger and began to move towards him, and then he just disappeared. Poof, gone. And I decided to call it a day. On a supply trip down to the City of Light, I asked Sven at the tavern if he had heard anything weird about the cemetery lately. He laughed and said of course he had heard things. It's a cemetery over a Lightbringer barrow. Not wanting to sound crazy, I laughed along with him, not mentioning the recent strange events I've been experiencing. It did make me wonder, though. What if all those dead Lightbringers buried in the barrows are actually haunting it? I wish my new friend Marley would eat more. He seems to be wasting away. That's probably why his voice is so hollow. It's good to have company, though, and the weird things going on around here don't seem to bother him. I was chatting with Marley on the porch when old man Gracchus from the house across the way stopped by. He asked me to come over for some ale and to talk about old times. He gave me a strange look when I asked if I should bring Marley. Marley keeps trying to talk me out of visiting with Gracchus. I don't know why he doesn't like him. Maybe he resents my longtime friendship with him. I brought cheese to Gracchus' house so he could have it with the ale he offered. Marley came along, although he just sat there sullenly. Later he made it clear that he didn't want to have anything to do with Gracchus. Marley hates that Gracchus keeps coming by to check on me, even though I turn him away every time. I think it's because Gracchus always ignores him. He wants me to take the old man. He wants me to make the old man stop bothering us for good. So where is Marley? And also, what the hell is a knot tying kit? Description of the box says, learn to tie a knot like a professional. This finely crafted authentic knot tying kit. Several different lengths and thicknesses of rope and an instructional pamphlet. Okay, probably need it for a quest or something later on, maybe? What else we got around here? Looks like we got enemies on this side, and I'm always down for murdering some enemies, so let's beat down some spiders. I'm going to go ahead and try and jump in real fast, give them the stunnage, give them a tonnage worth of stunnage, and Corin is just getting eaten right now. I wonder what happens when somebody dies. Hopefully they're not dead for good. Well, here, let me assist you so that we can rest here, and then we won't have to worry about any more enemies. Indeed, let's get out of here. Oh my god, some of the enemies out here are nasty. I'm taking 8-hour naps after every single fist fight. I get into a scrum, and that's that. Spider silk, probably need that for crafting or something later on. I'm assuming if there's cooking. Scarlet sage, yeah, I'm assuming if there's cooking, there's going to be herbalism, there's going to be blacksmithing and everything else. So we might as well stay in on it. We got more scarlet sage over here, which I will take with me. We've got a token telling us to go that way. Although, let's take a look at our map. The Gravekeeper's Legacy, find Gracchus. Oh, so Gracchus is over there. And then these are, I would assume, some kind of points of interest along the way, so that as we're exploring, we can find new stuff to do. Interesting little title. I do think this one will scratch the itch for the RPG people, especially if you like stuff like Dungeon Siege. This is that sort of RPG. It doesn't take a whole lot of like brain power or whatever. You kind of just hack and slash your way through stuff. But at the same time, it's entertaining. We've got Gracchus around here somewhere. Oh, what you looking at? We've got carrots and green apples and all kinds of stuff around here. So it said to find Gracchus. Whereabouts did it mean? Oh, there's an opal over here. I like opals. Let's get some treasure. Perfect. He'll go down. I'll move to here. Corin has reached level 2, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to focus on DPSing really, really hard when I go up against this stuff. Grab that stuff. You sound so surprised by the fact that we're still alive, bro. You gotta have more confidence in yourself. You gotta accept what the road gives you. Looks like we gotta go to Gracchus' place over here. Oh, that's why. It's right alongside this. Okay. Gracchus? Gracchus, you around? Any Gracchii over here? Oof. That fool got his brains bashed in. This must be Gracchus. It looks like he was bludgeoned to death with a shovel. I should head back to Kip and see if I could suss out why he would do this to somebody he calls a friend. I'm going to take his stuff because I don't think he needs it anymore. I have my sincerest doubts that any of this stuff is going to see further use, so mine now, I guess. I don't think I need a shovel. I will sleep in this dude's bed, though, because that's just the sort of disrespect that I give out. You ever slept in a dead man's bed before? It's exhilarating. Can I fast travel? It said that there's fast travel. I guess not. I was going to say, let's run back to Kip's house, and then I'll come back and we'll end this episode off. So we got in some fights, killed some wolves, walked back over to Kip's house. Let's go ahead and burn this camp. Share real old stories. How could you ignore my new friend? How, Gracchus? How? Kip, did you kill Gracchus? Oh, old friend, you shouldn't have said that. No, should not have. Now I'm alone. You sound sorry in your own crazy way. I'll leave you out here to live out the rest of your days. My friend and I will be waiting. Waiting. Is his friend the bucket? One can only assume. Oh, I've got unallocated stats on people. His strength is pretty good, so I feel like it'd be best to bark down that avenue. But anyways, we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Ember. I will see you all in tomorrow's episode. Hi, do everybody.